Good morning, this is Gracie Opulancer and you are looking at the island of Koh Samui here in Thailand, famous for the HBO, the White Lotus. And this morning I'm going to be talking about the crackdown that's happening in Bangkok, MBK, huge shopping centre, famous for dupe products. It's been there for years. Why is the Thai government cracking down on dupe fashion? NBK, it's a massive shopping centre, really interesting. 8 levels of dupe fashion, from Vuitton to Hermes to Gucci to Prada, so forth. Why are the Thai government cracking down on this? And what's my trend forecast? This is luxury, according to Gracie. Is Hermes behind it? Gucci, Prada? Why are the Thai government cracking down on dupe fashion in Bangkok generally? Well, they're cracking down on the bribery from the Thai police. So basically what's happening, sellers have to pay fraudulent Thai police money to be able to continue to shop. And it's big money. It's big money. We're not talking millions, we're talking in the billions. So why is the Thai government cracking down that? How is that going to affect Bangkok, which is really famous for buying dupe fashion? Fashion Mall, which is another one, has particular shops selling counterfeit goods. The counterfeit industry, you can look on my YouTube. I'm not a supporter of it. I'm just amazed at the quality, and especially with the technology. And it's all coming out of China, which ironically China's having a visa where you can come and they say come and buy all the counterfeit products. In fact, China is, even in the car industry, I look at cars and I look at the electric cars and I think, that reminds me of the Porsche, that reminds me of a Ferrari. So China has, what's the word? They don't care. They can create anything they want. So why is Thailand cracking down on the sales of the counterfeit goods in Bangkok? And it is what a lot of tourists come for. I see so much dupe counterfeit fashion being walked around. People come with suitcases and they take it as gifts or take it back to Vietnam or other places. Even they're cracking down online. So places like Temu or Lazada. Why are the Thai government cracking down on this? And again, it's because there's a lot of money laundering and a lot of money bribery that they're actually targeting. They're targeting the people that get the money month to month, so they allow these sellers to continue business. So they're cracking down within their own establishment, which I think is really impressive and very brave. So what's that going to mean? I'm going to be, my in 10 days, family members are going to be in Bangkok. Let's see if we see there's any visual impact of, especially in MBK shopping centre. Are all the stores going to close down? How are they doing this? How are they catching people out? So very, very brave. It's interesting what's happening regarding dupe counterfeit versus luxury fashion. There's a real rivalry in war at the moment. The cost of living, a lot of the younger generation, or a lot of people identify their success to counterfeit and dupe items, making, looking rich but not having the money to buy the real luxury. The psychology is always mind-boggling to me, and I have to say I've been a victim of it, but I don't have counterfeit goods. I have vintage Gucci or vintage Yves Saint Laurent because I just love the quality of the vintage. But back to Bangkok, MBK shopping mall, fashion, very specifically targeting that. The counterfeit sales is endless, 8 floors of it. Why is Thailand cracking down on it? Because of the bribery happening between Thai police and gangs and organisations and so forth. What is my trend forecast regarding the counterfeit goods versus the luxury goods? My trend prediction means that the brands like Gucci who are struggling, or LVMH Group and Louis Vuitton, will just have to step up regarding messages of proving why it's worth their weight in gold. Why is that Dior bag €50 to make? LVMH Group pay poorly workers in Italy that were found out, and then they sell the tote canvas bag for €2,000. What does Dior have to do to protect the legitimacy of why that tote canvas bag is worth $2,500? So this fight is just, for me, making the luxury good industry more accountable, proving their worth and value when you're purchasing these goods. Chanel stepped down on the tariff because they were going to raise it by 4%. They can't. So the consumers are pushing back, which is fantastic. Let me tell you something right now that I've been living in Southeast Asia for over 25 years. The dupe counterfeit fashion will never die. It will never go away. What is happening, it will just improve more and more regarding the quality. So what's happening in Bangkok, they're stopping the bribery between the seller, the landlord, and the establishment. They're not stopping the selling of the counterfeit or dupe good. That is money, millions and billions. But all this, and China are putting those messages out about the devaluing fashion luxury goods of Europe is a message. So Hermes and all them, they're not said anything. But it'll be interesting in my trend forecast, the social media messages and marketing of how they will continue to prove their worth. And there is a different generation rising up and that don't care about these brands. And China has a law that you can't go being flashy with your logo. So one thing that I've done very, very well most of my life is I've got gorgeous handcrafted leather bags made in Italy, who also work for Gucci, Salvatore Ferragamo, these artisans, but they've got no logo on it. And for me, that is the new luxury, not boasting about what you're wearing. And because the story, the message is that if, and I have it often, people come up to me and say, I like what you're wearing, I like your bag, I like your look. And I love, and I've said it for years, oh, these are artisans that I work with in Italy or in Laos or Vietnam. These are brands that you don't know about, but the quality of the silk, of the leather, of the linen, the handcraft embroidery of the kimono jacket that I'm wearing, or the silk kimono, they're brands that people don't hear about because you can go and buy fast fashion and keep doing it. I don't care, I'm not interested. What I thrive on, what I love is that what I wear is my travel souvenir. What I wear is my business statement. And I had a very very serious situation yesterday, and I know I won. I know that it worked in my favour by what I wore, the bling shoes, the gorgeous yellow embroidery bag, and the red linen tie dress. These important officials were looking me up and down and were looking against the person that was lying about me. And I won. And I know because they judged me by what I was wearing, thinking, is this woman? What is her message? Who is she? She looks very professional. She looks professional. And she looks well together and she presents herself well. I'm talking about visually. So back to NBK London, NBK Fashion Mall. Sorry, NBK London is a brand that I used to work with. Oh, I still do. Why is the Thai government cracking down on counterfeit selling in Bangkok? It's happening right now. We'll be in Bangkok in a few days, so we will see if that is affecting one of the biggest shopping malls, NKB, MBK, amazing. 8 levels. I'm getting it confused because I've worked with the brand with the same initials. I'll put the link below. Counterfeit goods are never going to go away. The quality is going to get better. China is at war with luxury brands like Chanel, LVMH. China is at war with Europe in the luxury sector. There is a law in China. You can't flash your Prada logo bag anymore, or your Chanel or your Hermes. In fact, I'm sure in time they will ban, they're that serious about it, any European brands in China. And that's not good. And what my trend forecast for luxury Italian and French brands, that they're going to have to be incredibly creative to sustain, maintain their sales industry, which is obviously gone down because of the cost of living. So I like this. And as I said, I have my trend forecast is that people, and really, really rich people do this, and I do this as well. I walk around with beautiful bags with no logos, or beautiful shoes with no logos, or a dress. And you have to come up to me, you have to compliment me, and then I tell you where it is and where to buy it.